Hi, my dear ones. This is Wasim Maisa. Hope you are doing well. So I'm happy to join you today in your daily world or night to share with you the best things that I have discovered in August. So August has been a great month of discovery, of exploration on the land. I have been traveling in North Africa between Algeria and Tunisia by road. It has been quite dangerous because of the roads there, but I survived and I enjoyed my time meeting with people and getting into their lives to see how they live and how they see the world. So, because of the exploration of this month, my research has been extensive about the situation of women in North Africa. I got some books in French and in Arabic and in English to know more about them. One of them is this book called Woman. That has marked the history of Algeria, and you can see all the names of these women in the form of the country, the borders of the country. So, what I love about this book is that it includes even queens, priestesses, and many women from different areas of life. You know, artists, revolutionary women, and so on. So it brings kind of woman to the center and to the right place, because we don't really feel that, when you are in those countries you feel that woman doesn't have her place. And it's not, it's kind of, there is this eternal war between woman and man, and patriarchy's role in excluding women from certain spheres. And here, having this book written by a man still, but it brings them to the center. Another book that does that too. Let me just bring them here. Got this really lovely book, short one, called Algerian Figures, by a lady called Halima Garoumi. It's a very short book, but I really enjoyed it. And especially, I was even thinking that this should be an Oracle deck. Um, so the author brings forward 43 portraits of women that have changed or marked the history of the country Algeria, and they belong also to the art world, musicians, singers, but also politicians, writers, fighters, and much more. So I really enjoyed having something like short, but at the same time, um, very impactful on my understanding of women's role in Algeria. Another book that I've read many, but I just really brought some mm, that had been important for this journey. But this one, The Lost History of the Amazon. So one of my research at the moment is about the Amazon presence in North Africa as a real woman. So we're not talking about legend here. We're talking about real women that lived in those areas. And with this book, we learn about them on other areas, for example, Turkey and Greece. And there is even other authors talking about their presence in Mongolia and North Europe. So these women that had a matriarchal society type have existed for a long time, and their role and their way of living has evolved also with the advancement of patriarchy into the systems. So it was the author has a website also that is amazing. It's a big resource website for those who are interested in the topic. So I was really I found this quite interesting on understanding the things that are similar, on their way of functioning, on what is really important. And there is another book that I went through on August. I'm not bringing it, but it's called The Double Goddess by Vicky Noble, also talking about Amazons in other places of the world. but we find those similarities with the Amazons in North Africa. And I hope I will come to finish this research because, I think people don't know about these women enough and their role in our genetics and also their role in our modern times. I was also continuing my studies about Aphrodite Venus. I made a research on it, and now I'm teaching about it at the Temple of Roses for those who are on the second year. Um, Venus have I would say has guided me this summer through Italy and other places to meet with people who are of service to her and goddesses, same goddesses, same entity in a way, but different priestesses in service to her principle. And I just finished to study with Yesh, and she's an amazing teacher. I learned about the different attributes of Aphrodite, her different faces. It was an amazing class, which completed my research about Venus and her presence in different places. So one of the things I loved is to meet with her in some museums that I really was unexpected to see her there. In Algeria and Tunisia, she was quite present, beautiful. I took so many pictures that I want to add to my research. I don't know if it's going to be published or a conference or just teaching it at the temple, but very, very intensive connection to Aphrodite for this summer. And at the same time, I brought again this book that I co-authored with Lucy, Soul Wisdom for Better Relationships, because in August I was really connecting with a lot of people physically, not online necessarily, but I met friends, I met new people, and so on. And with this, it was important for me to get back to my center and know who is a friend or who is an enemy, in that sense that in our modern times there are a lot of people who are suffering from mental disbalances, but they are living among us. Many people that are narcissists, but we don't discover it at the beginning. So it was important for me to get back to what is narcissism and how can we decipher it, what are my needs, how can I get out from those type of connections and build more meaningful connections. And this topic came quite often this summer, in August, for myself and other clients. I found it quite impactful for me. And I did a video, I think you can find it on my YouTube channel, about the knight and the priestess archetype, because this has been one of the topics again coming. Regarding the decks, but before I go to the decks, because talking about my trip to Tunisia and the discoveries I made, I attended to many conferences about women's condition in Tunisia, to events where I met entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, and one of them, I just loved her. I really loved this lady because I got all her products. I'm not bringing them all here on our video, but her company is called Organica, and they make natural products, organic products, beauty products. Just focusing on that aspect. I got this damask rose flower water. I got this fragrance mist of jasmine. I mean, every time I put this one, I feel like I'm traveling to the sky and I'm in paradise. Amazing quality product. So this one is the oil for massage and anti-varicose, called for those who know these type of feminine condition. I'm applying it often. And this one, which is prickly pear seeds oil, which is amazing also for those who suffer from diabetes and hypertension. Using it also for the skin is quite these type of entrepreneurs and the ambition they have and the quality of the products they are nurturing and developing for others just filled me with pride and also of a hope for the future of these women. And I mean, you can order from this lady online, but I'm not sure because she's not that present online. That's also a topic that came often. The presence online, is it synonym of quality? I'm not sure. Not all people who offer quality products are online, and sometimes we have to open to synchronicities and signs to meet with them and benefit from what they are offering, whether it's a physical product or teaching. So there is kind of this balance I see between the real world and internet that is more and more clear for me, and that brought me out of internet for a bit. It has been difficult for me to make videos often or to send newsletters, and I'm finding it kind of heavy. So I'm trying to focus on what I can bring you that is different, that is of value, and also to enjoy myself while doing it, not just doing it because I have to do it. So the quality of my presence has to be here, and I hope you can feel it through my videos and the books I offer and the cards also I make. So talking about quality, um, I will be boring from those because you have seen this deck again and again, the Bees Tarot. I've been using it for July and August. Again, I brought it with me on my trip. And it was the one I have been using for my sessions because I had to work online too, even if I was traveling. So I had to have like something handy and easy to access. And he did the work very well. The illustrations are amazing, and the best combo, I took these decks together. The best combo I had was the Earthbound Oracle. This one fits with many decks, you would say, but there are some couples that work beautifully together. So yeah, this was a very, very nice combination that I had. Another deck that I used when I was home was the Blood Moon Tarot. So this deck is taking more and more place in my life as a basis deck, and I'm learning to know it. I'm learning to communicate with it and accept the guidance that it could bring, because the images sometimes can be creepy, but they have this beauty within them. They trigger the emotional side. um, and also the guidebook is beautifully written. It has depth, and it has poems in a way, so it's kind of really lovely deck. So I'm using it extensively. I hope it stays in good shape, but if not, well, I'm getting a new copy of it just to make sure, because it's becoming really one of my absolute favorites. um, I would share probably other decks, but it's practically the same as July. I've been using the Texture Tarot with the Rose Tarot, amazing combination. I've been using the She-Wolf Tarot as, the secret that I want to connect to or acknowledge during that day. So this also I've shown it before. Now, moving forward into September, I started bringing out some decks that want to be on the desk. So I'm going to make a video, another one, to share with you these. Um, and also, maybe we can start talking about the end of the year, because every year I set goals of decks that I want to use, or topics I want to bring forward, or projects I want to finish. And because we have just 3-4 months forward, it would be really nice to see also how my tarot practice have been doing this year. Am I still in love with tarot? Am I still in love with oracle decks? Where do I want to go? And strange enough, recently I had this dream about tarot, which, I had a dream, really interesting, where I saw that tarot was not a good thing to use for me. And that dream stayed with me for a long time, saying, okay, what is in tarot that is not great to use? So I'm still pondering about it, but one of the aspects of tarot is the addiction that we can have for new decks, new discoveries. That I recognize within myself, and I think in tarot community we can all acknowledge that. But another aspect also is the structure of tarot. Is the structure of tarot still accurate for me till today? You know, that journey of the 22 major arcanas. The minors, I'm very comfortable with them, but the majors, what am I not comfortable with? And I saw myself going back and back again to the card of the devil. You know, the devil, am I really comfortable with the devil as it is depicted? So I'm still thinking, as I said, pondering, meditating, contemplating on it. But you might think, okay, I should recognize the dark aspect, the addiction aspect, and so on. But what if our consciousness is changing? What if our way of thinking has evolved? Isn't it time now to also evolve with the major arcanas, our own journey, our soul journey, and bring it to an expansion instead of staying in the same journey as before? Um, when you study the myths, you recognize that there is the hero's myth and there is the heroine's, the hero's journey, and there is the heroine's journey, which has different values. The empress values, she travels and she goes into adventure for the common good and so on. And the way she brings the victory that she had is for the we and not just for the I, like the hero's journey and so on. So I'm really thinking that, and I'm hoping, I don't think I will have enough resources and time to do this, but I'm hoping that in the next months, years, we see a new perspective of the majors, um, widely spread. We can see that in the with the Gaian tarot. She uses that a bit. We can see it in the witch's wisdom tarot. We can see it in many others, right? But it's not wide. It's not widely spoken about. So yeah, this is what I was thinking about and doing for this month, and I will get back to you for decks on my desk for autumn. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like it and you comment. I love reading your comments too, and support my work and others people's work through my website CoreMagik.com, or if you want to visit the Temple of Roses, if you feel attracted by living an initiation that goes beyond the words, you can check that on my academic wasimagic.com. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.